What's up everyone, welcome back to the Coral Reef Talk. In today's video, I'm giving you an update of what's been going on in the 125-gallon reef tank as I've battled dinos up until this point. We're gonna take a look at where I'm at and what's been going on with that whole process. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So as you can see, it got worse before it got better. So the process that I used waste away and refresh and followed the instructions from Dr. Tim on how to remove dinoflagellates from the reef aquarium. The only thing I did not follow in that specific recipe was to turn off your lights for the first 3 days or so, I think it was. I kept my light schedule the same. I lowered the intensity a little bit, but I did not do a water change throughout this process, and just things started to grow. You could see all of the algae growth on there. I started to get a lot of different critters come out of nowhere, it seems like, and things just started ramping up. So I let that go for that whole process, and then I will be honest, there was a week or so where my attention wasn't completely focused on the tank, so I'm sure that did not help out at all. But once I started focusing in, I started doing some water changes. And when I say water changes, I mean I would siphon the water through a filter sock into a bucket so I could siphon out some of the dinos off of the sand bed and siphon out some of the red planaria that I have, the flatworms that are just growing like crazy. So I'm siphoning those guys out through a filter sock so that I can keep the same water. And on top of that, I'm dosing nitrates to try and bring my nitrates up because there was an imbalance between my nitrates and phosphates. I was reading 0. Now I'm at least reading 2 parts per million nitrates. So things are looking better there. Do you like to save money? Do you like brand new corals? Well, if you do, stick around to the end of the video to find out how you can save 15% off some brand new corals. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at some progress of the tank. This is a before shot. You can see the problematic areas over on the right side of the tank. You can see a group of dinos spread throughout the tank, but mostly problematic on the right side and the left side. So this is before and this is now. So overall, as you can see, the sand bed is a lot clearer, but if we take a closer look, you can see that there's still some dinos here and there and mixed in throughout. So it's still a current struggle that I'm battling, but the sand bed's a lot clearer. And if you take a real close look at this mushroom right here, you can see that there's another type of flatworms on this mushroom. So now I have some red planaria and some flatworms and still a tiny bit of dino. So still just a little bit to battle. There's always something to handle or to compete with or to help balance out. In a reef tank, I feel like there's always something to learn, but judging at the before pictures and video to now, I would say things are on the up and up and things are looking better. Yeah, that brand new coral right there is looking great. Oh, hey, do you want to learn how you can save 15% off your brand new corals? Well, go over to reeftide.com, check out their awesome selection from soft corals to SPS corals to LPS corals and more over there. You can save 15% off your entire order by using code TheCoralReefTalk15 at checkout. That's TheCoralReefTalk15 at checkout to save 15% off your entire order. Okay, now I thought I would take some time to share with you a brand new series that I've been thinking about doing for a long time, but I reached out to a few friends in the hobby and some reefing industry professionals, and we're gonna put together a coral care series coming up in the month of December and hopefully the month of December and beyond. So we're gonna do an episode each week in December here on the Coral Reef Talk channel, so be on the lookout for that. If you're not subscribed, now is the time to hit that subscribe button, and now is the time to check that bell icon to make sure you are notified when this coral care series comes out. So a lot of different advice and tricks and tips from different friends and professionals in the hobby. You don't want to miss it, starting in December. So go ahead, like I said, be subscribed and get your notifications selected so that you don't miss a thing. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to save 15% off your entire order over at reeftide.com using the code TheCoralReefTalk15. And if you're excited, like I'm excited about this new series coming up in December, then be sure you are subscribed to the Coral Reef Talk and you check that bell icon so that you're notified when the series begins every week in December. So make sure you are tuned in. Well, that's it for this episode. Leave me a like, a comment, question, anything down below, and I'll see you next time on the Coral Reef Talk.